How's it going, everybody? My name is Slothy, and I'm happy to have you here with us today. Today we're going to be continuing our Cards You Should Play series, but before we get started, just a couple things to say. First off, I just want to apologize for the lack of uploads the last week and a half or so. It's been very, very hectic in my life, so hoping to get back into that right now. And second of all, we are proudly partnered with Cosmic Gaming Community. Links to all of their stuff will be in the description. Let them know that their partnership with us is appreciated. So without further ado, let's just get right into it with our first card here, which is Maul of the Skyclaves. This is an artifact equipment for 2 and a white, got an equip cost of 2 and 2 white. When it enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. Equipped creature gets +2/+2, flying, and first strike. This is a card that I personally really like in my Voltron decks. They're running Sigarda's Aid in every single Voltron deck that I have. However, Maul of the Skyclaves just makes it that little bit easier to get those benefits on the creature because it'll automatically equip. Kind of like a Hammer of Nazan type of effect just for that. And getting +2/+2 flying and first strike for 3 mana total is not bad. So this card is very, very, very good for me. And yeah, we're just gonna move right along here to Ashaya, Soul of the Wild. Now this is one that I see quite frequently on Arena. I've seen on YouTube and Twitch some of the crazy things this card can do. So this legendary elemental creature, Star for 3 and 2 green. Ashaya, Soul of the Wild's power and toughness are each equal to the number of lands you control, and non-token creatures you control are forest lands in addition to their other types. So this is insane. If you're playing a lot of small creatures, which, yeah, green is usually the color for big creatures, but there are still the Arbor Elves and all those kind of small 1 to 3 drop creatures as well. This card is going to benefit you very, very well, and throughout the course of a game, particularly in EDH, it will get very big, insanely big. I've seen people have Ashaya up to a 45/45, and usually in the Ashaya decks you are running a bit more land as well. I've seen upwards of 45, I think is the most lands I've seen in an Ashaya deck. Maybe 47. But a very, very decent amount of land here. And very, very good in Omnath, Locus of Creation as well, which came out in the same set. So the third card that we're going to be talking about is Skyclave Apparition. This is a creature core spirit for 1 and 2 white. It's a 2/2, and before I read this off, my favorite card from this set is Skyclave Apparition. I am a control player. I play control in standard. I've got control commander decks, and this card has just done an insane amount of work for me. So when Skyclave Apparition enters the battlefield, exile up to 1 target non-land, non-token permanent you don't control with CMC 4 or less, or now mana value. When Skyclave Apparition leaves the battlefield, the exiled card's owner creates an XX blue illusion creature token where X is the mana value of the exiled card. So this is phenomenal. You can shut off Soul Ring, Mana Crypt, Mana Vault, even Drannith Magistrate, even Mind Sensor, a whole bunch of stuff. And I think this is definitely my favorite card and absolutely a contender for the best card in the set for, well, particularly for the commander format, but for standard as well I run this. And the fourth card that we're going to talk about today is Lithiform Engine. This is a legendary artifact for 4 generic, and this is another one that I feel is very, very likely to be the best card in the set. And of course, when I say best card in the set, I'm not talking about the Expedition fetch lands or anything like that, because those aren't really part of the set. Yeah, they were printed with Zendikar Rising, but it's really just one of those things where it's not, you're not going to get it in a regular pack, you know? So lithiform engine, legendary artifact. You can tap 2 and tap it to copy target activated or triggered ability you control, and you may choose new targets for the copies. You can tap 3 and tap it to copy target instant or sorcery spell you control. You may choose new targets for that copy. And to 4 and tap it, copy target permanent spell you control. So if you just happen to have like 4 mana up and you cast like a mana crypt, for example, and you tap 4, tap the engine, you're getting a second mana crypt. And let me tell you, in EDH, I run an Osgear deck, which is all about copying artifacts. This can be broken as hell, to be honest. Even the copy target instant or sorcery spell is nuts. And then the activated or triggered ability, you can just get some crazy value off this card. But with that being said, we're going to move on over to another legendary artifact and the final card that we're going to talk about today. Forsaken Monument. It's a legendary artifact for 5 generic. Colorless creatures you control get +2/+2. Whenever you tap a permanent for colorless mana, add an additional colorless mana. And whenever you cast a colorless spell, you gain 2 life. This is another one that is very good in decks like Eldrazi decks or Osgear decks, which might not run a lot of colorless creatures per se, but the extra mana value and life will more than make up for that, especially because a lot of those decks are still running probably 9 or 10 colorless creatures, and this card is just all upside. Like, I don't see a single downside with this card, and I do think that out of all of them, this is probably the one that has done the most for me in this set. Just because, as I said, there's absolutely 0 downside to it. But yeah, it's gonna about do it for us for today. Let me know what card is your favorite from Zendikar Rising, and join us next time when we're going to be talking about Core 2021. So, once again, we are partnered with Cosmic Gaming Community, and go check them out. Let them know that Slothy sent ya. And I do hope you enjoy this extra content. Stay tuned. We have a whole bunch of more stuff coming up, including but not limited to more cracks of packs from John, more top 5 series cards from me, and I might also be doing some deck techs. But let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see down below in the comments. And while you're down there, do feel free to leave a like and subscribe as well for more awesome Magic the Gathering content. Check out our podcast wherever you can get your podcasts at The Cryptic Commander. And yeah, thanks for watching and have an amazing day.